What is social proof? And why the heck does your website need it? Hey, I'm Sam Dunning, co-owner over at webchoiceuk.com and host of the podcast Business Growth Show. All right, so first off, let's jump in with a very literal definition of what social proof is, taken from Wikipedia. Social proof is a psychological and social phenomenon wherein people copy the actions of others in an attempt to undertake behavior in a given situation. So the term was coined by Robert Cialdini, I'm sure I've butchered that, in his 1984 book, Influence, and the concept is also known as informational social influence. So taking from that, we're talking about the practice of seeing perhaps individuals or businesses who have been in your shoes, who have perhaps have done something you're looking to do, or have reviewed something you're looking to check out, been there, done that, got the t-shirt. So we're seeing examples of others that have been where we want to go and kind of giving us that proof, that evidence that it maybe is something we want to do ourselves when we move that into a business standpoint. So one way I like to compare your website is to a salesperson. So ultimately, if you're dealing with a sales professional, you're not going to buy from them unless you trust that they can actually help you get the job done. You trust that they can help fix a problem that you've got, a pain you've got, or they can make your life better with the product or the service that they are offering. So often way salespeople do this is perhaps you're talking to someone about upgrading your car. So let's say you've maybe got a vehicle that's maybe it's a rusty old banger. Maybe it only fits two people in comfortably, and you've just had perhaps a baby. So you're looking for something a bit more reliable, a bit more secure, something that's going to fit your family in and not conk out on you ultimately. So perhaps after giving this spiel to your salesperson, he understands this. He says, great, I actually had someone just last week with the same issue. So their car was really unreliable. It was conking out most days. They actually had to spend a lot of money at the garage. So it was getting them really frustrated. They were spending a lot of money on all the mechanics. And it was really causing them a lot of hassle, especially as the fact they couldn't fit their family all in the car comfortably. So we recommend this vehicle because it's much more modern, it's much more spacious, it's within your price bracket. This family just over here took one last week. They gave us this really good review. Here's the review they gave us. Here's the testimonial. So you're literally giving examples of people that have been in their shoes, that have perhaps given you a testimonial or review, or in this case, sharing a story that's factual, to build confidence with people about the service or product that you're discussing. So spinning this to a website, how can you utilize this into your website? How can we utilize social proof to build trust with people that are perhaps viewing our products, viewing our services, that we want to convert from just browsing on our website? We want to really build trust with them and convert them into a potential customer. So someone that's going to inquire with us, give us a call, or if we're e-commerce, then we want them to actually make the sale. So a number of ways. One is review. So perhaps you can integrate things like reviews from maybe Trustpilot, Google Reviews, plenty of other review tools out there. Collect all your customer reviews. Make sure you're asking them for 5-star reviews, talking about the problem they came to you with, why they chose you amongst your competitors, what stood out about you, how you specifically help them fix their problem or make their life better, and what it's like now you've resolved the issue. Perhaps video testimonials, again, use the above form that I've just talked about, as that's literally someone there in front of the screen naming you, naming your company, and how you help them get the job done. Not a lot stronger than that. Case studies, so maybe you could use stories like I just told you, examples, again, videos. Perhaps you could do a case study section page for each project you've delivered, with photos, examples of how the problem was fixed, how you got the job done. Accreditations. So if you typically work with businesses in certain sectors, you can give, perhaps put their logos of companies you've helped to build trust, as people will view that you've helped companies similar to theirs in their sector. Stories we've covered. Podcast interviews. Podcasts are great. You can interview your existing customers or your past customers, and again, cover all these points about how you help them with their issues, how you help them get the job done. It's then recorded and it's evergreen content. So you can use that as a video on your site, post it to YouTube, post it to a podcast, repurpose it into blogs. That's the great thing about podcast interviews. They've got so much replay value. So all of these things, when someone's browsing through your website, it's essentially building up layers of trust. Because if you've just got a static website that's perhaps just information pages, kind of examples of what you do, details about your product, your service, and then maybe some inquiry forms or click to calls, or if you're e-commerce, of course, your products and then options to add to cart or purchase. That's okay, but how are you going to cater for the people that are on the fence, the people that aren't quite sure if they're ready to do business with you? By seeing these reviews, by seeing these testimonials, by seeing the problems you fixed. In e-commerce, you might say, look, Charles recently purchased this from Denver, America. So just seeing those little triggers, all these little social proof elements build up those layers of trust that convert someone from just browsing to taking that action, taking that leap and doing business with you, generating you a lead or a sale. So there you have it. That is my summary of social proof and how it can help you with your website. If you've got any feedback, we'd love to hear it in the comments below. But otherwise, do hit subscribe to catch episodes each and every week to help you with your website and your digital marketing. And we'll catch you next time.